Bishop J from Camp Gilgal TV, community of Camp Gilgal TV. Welcome, 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 welcome. It is me, your host, Bishop J, and I say God bless you, God bless you. If you are not yet subscribed to the Camp Gilgal TV channel, I ask you kindly to subscribe to Camp Gilgal TV channel, and when you watch the videos of Camp Gilgal TV channel, like the video, you share it through your social media platform for other also to be informed and for other also to acquire the knowledge. God bless you. God be with you, and tell everybody that the Camp Gilgal TV has popped up a new video coming out. I would love to share something very interesting. It especially for us Black African who born in Africa. This is a message especially to them. As Black African born in Africa, this is a message especially for them. What I can call it, there is no place so desolated or so distant that Jesus never passed or Jesus never helped you to go. That, when I was born, and I found already there is a history of us here in Africa, imposed to us by those who came, in a so-called name of explorations, in a so-called names of giving us civilizations. And the African history, which you must not neglect, they went through slavery. They went through slavery, which they even destroy a lot of our history and a lot of what our ancestors did. Went through slavery, and after slavery, we went through colonization, which the two is so barbaric and against the human right. It's so barbaric and against the human right. Until now, those people who arrived to colonize us, they never, ever, ever even arrived to apologize and pay us the retributions of what they have done through slavery and through colonizations. Then after that, we have these phantoms of so-called independence, which sometime until today, I am questioning if really we are free. Because when you look what is going on in Niger, the French people or French president does not want to leave Niger, and which is being depicted as the poorest country in the world, but the so-called rich country does not want to leave the poorest country of the world, because they are in the poorest country of the world. They are taking the uraniums and everything, because if they're left, they'll be having what we have in South Africa called load shedding. It means they're gonna have a problem with their electricity. That's how we go. And beside of all of that, there is some Black people around the world arrive to emerge and arrive to become so also good in life. They arrive to make good things out of themselves, those Black people. That is why I always say, if you see a Black man, I'm not talking in a gender way, Black men and a man in general, a Black man arrive, man or woman, arrive to do well, applaud him or her, because you don't know how we came out. The background of most of us Black people, we came from a rough city. We came from a rough places. we came from a tough place environment, which is been built from those who are controlling us. It's been built the same way that we must remain eternal consumer. We must remain eternal consumer, and by that it make us to become a consumer of all time. But out of that things, rough situation, tough environment, diamond arrived to come out. Not long ago, I was watching a docu-series on the life of Richard Williams, the father of Serena Williams and Venus Williams. This man never ever in his life played a tennis. He never played tennis, this man. I mean in a professional way, and I mean in a championship way. He never. This Richard Williams never won any tennis tournament. He never won any Grand Slam tournament. The Grand Slam are Wimbledon, the America Opens, and the Roland Garros in France, and the Australia Open. These are the Grand Slams. He never won it. He never won even any ATP tournament of a higher caliber tournament. He never won them. But Williams came and he had decided to coach his two girls. There is a docuseries out there. I will advise you to watch that. He decided to coach his two girls. Him who never played tennis, him who never know anything about tennis, is not even a qualified coach, but he coached his two children. And his two girls came from the side of America where it is in a ghetto where percentage of surviving the ghetto is so minimum because there is gangsterism going around, people dying by stray bullets, people dying from drugs addict, and people dying from all of this nonsense. But Williams' father decided to coach his two girls. They can have a teenager pregnancy because the ghetto where they are, the environment is not good. This is just an example of most of us black people where we come from. I am really emphasizing on that. This is an example of where of us black people we come from. Where you don't know where your next meal will come, where you sleep in a very, very, very congested place, and the place that your mother, your father sleep there, you sleep this side, this all of it. That Williams coached his two girls, and there was even what I love, the gangsters were coming to protect them because other gangs can come and attack and do wrong things to the two girls and the Williams. Richard coached his two Williams and his two girls. He coached them. They were too young. The footage are there for testimony of that. He coached them, and they start handling the tennis. Remember, tennis is not a team sport. Tennis is individual sport, and tennis is in that time mostly it is a white sport where white excel, white only excel, and the money is good for them, and to sharing it and to coming to shape the things as a black is not given freely. I can guarantee you that. What the two Williams girls went through. And Williams shaped them to be tough. Mentally, he shaped them to be tough. Mentally, he built them to be strong, because let me guarantee you, if you win the contest of the mind, I am telling you, you win the physicality of any obstacle before you. Because your mind first must conquer your adversary. Your mind first must win the battles that is in front of you. He made them to be tough. They come from tough environment, and they went there in a tennis court to be tough, and they conquer. We all know the story of Venus and Serena, what they have done, how prosperous and how good they were in their tennis plays, and how Grand Slams, they conquer it all. It was the shows between the two Williams sisters when they conquer it all. That is the prowess, and that is the shape that their father installed in them. And let me say this to you, my brother, an African man or African daughter. You know, what? There was one of our celebrity, I love her so much. She once tweeted something about, if you are having age 30, you have done nothing, you have failed. And people took her apart. They think, no, she was not wrong. When you are at your 30, you're still blaming your parent. You are a failure. It's not your parent anymore. At the age 30, you don't need to blame your parent anymore. It must be you who arrive to do something, and you do it something for yourself and to change what is before you. We all come from a wrong background as black men. But we need to change that. Most of us, those who shaped the way, they came without any inheritance. But once they are there, they need to change that. I love something Dr. Mensah once teach, say, Abraham started by the knee, but Isaac did not start by the knee. Either Jacob did not finish by the knees. That's why I say to you, our fathers started by the knees. As we are not going to start on the knees, we will start from something. Then our children must be 100% better than us. We need to lead or to leave a proper legacy, a legacy of people who are not there just to complain, a legacy of people who are not there just to cry, but a legacy of people who are mentally strong and able to stand on their ground and to say, enough is enough. We are not going to go through what our parents went through, but we're going to change and challenge and show you our skills and show you our talent and show you what we can do. That's why I say to you, even when you look upon the history of Israel, they came out of Egypt. God decided not to lead them to the easy direction to arrive to the land of milk and honey. He decided to leave them, to direct them, to lead them through the wildernesses where they must be strong. If tomorrow there is a war, they can know how to stand and to fight. That's why I will conclude by saying, there is no place so desolated or so distant that Jesus has not carved out your pathway to victory. Victory has not been given. Victory is fought for and you win it. Victory is not been given on a silver platter. Victory always comes from the sweat of your work. You need to sweat. You need to sweat for your victory, because those road of pathway for you has been carved out by the Lord and the Lord himself. That victory. Do not wait it in on a silver plated, but work for it. There is no road. There is no place so desolated or so distant that Jesus has not curved out your pathway to victory. It is from your sweat that the Lord will make his way for you to have a victory. You are not working alone. You are with your God, and he always gonna give you victory. He is the El Shaddai, possessor of the heaven and earth. Do not forget to subscribe. God bless you. See you soon.